I don't wanna wait for my life to be over, so I do it now.
Good day, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. It's Transphemerate MTG here, back at it with some more ATLA Drafting, drafting, having a wonderful, wonderful fun time. So long may that continue. Now, we've got a Walls of Basing Say. As fun as it is, am I going to actually get a chance to play an 8 cost 0/30? I don't actually think that's the most sensible way of going about things. I feel like the Iroh's demonstration is probably the most reasonable and sensible pick. The Knowledge Seeker is also really good, and the Gather the White Lotus really puts me sort of into mono white right from the get-go. What we'll do is we'll take Gather the White Lotus and see what we are looking at. Ran and Shore Pack 2 makes me much less likely to want to play it. What we got? This is a Dragon and or Lesson cards in my graveyard, so I want to be looking at getting as many lessons as I possibly can. So green and blue are both pretty great colours for it. Katara is also just a really good card though. I think we'll take the Katara. Here we've got a Quench, we've got a Boomy, which is really nice as well, and a Serpent of the Pass. We're going to take the Boomy. We're going to give ourselves a lot of different options. Fervid Visions. Players, each end step they draw a card. If their opponent and they got a lot of cards, it deals 2 damage to them. Feels kind of interesting. Kind of like it. Let's spec towards something a little bit different with that there. We'll take the airship engine room here, I think, just for some really nice fixing. Fervid Visions. Band attachment here, I think, is going to be the pick. Oh, I mean, Waterbending Scroll is good regardless, so I think we're just going to take the Waterbending Scroll. Here we'll take the Anne's Journey, another lesson, and it fixes. Here could take either the Riot or the Earthbending lesson. I think I'm more interested in the lesson. Cycle of Renewal is really nice to grab. Serpent of the Past coming back is nice. Grab this Revelations, I'll probably pop it in the bin. And actually a White Lotus hideout might not be the worst. Oh, Wanchi Tong. Fantastic. We do have the Omashu City. Origin of Metal Bending. Beifong's Bounty Hunters is really nice as well. But I mean, Wanchi Tong is a bomb of a bomb. Here, let's see, we'll grab a Waterbending lesson for some more card draw, but I'm thinking at this point we might actually be needing to look for a little bit of removal. Take the Uncle Iroh here, because other than both of the colours make things a lot cheaper. Got a Meditation Pools and a Banner Attachments Waterbending lesson. Also have the Moose Lion, the Cunning Maneuver, but not as keen on either of those. I'm actually going to take the Jewel Land here. I've got a Boomerang Basics, a Quench, a Cycle of Renewal. I think I'll take the Boomerang Basics at this spot. And here I've got a few good options, but I think the Forecasting Portrait Teller is going to be the way to go. Sunblessed Peak's not going to be doing too much for us. The Otter Penguin could actually be reasonably useful, because we do have quite a bit of card draw, so I will be plumping towards that. I've got a First Time Flyer, a Boomy Bash. Do already have quite a few reasonably high costed cards though, so I'm not sure if the Boomy Bash is exactly what we want. The Emperor Island Productions I think could be really nice and handy. Take the Origin of Metal Bending. The Honest Work's actually a really pretty solid removal spell. I'd rather take the Pillar Launch of the Geyser Leaper again. Really high cost cards already so far. And Basing Say. Nice. Passing a Grand and a Firebending lesson. I mean, and a Quench and a Suki, but Passing Say I think is just really, really nice. Going to give us something to do throughout the entirety of the game if we get it into play. Here, got a few different options. Could grab like the Fire Sages, the Deserter's Disciple, Leaper, Parrot. Take the Tiger Seal. Might end up not running the Tiger Seal. Here we've got Gran. I think Gran's probably better than the Riot or the Earthbending lesson. It gets me some really good card draw. Yeah, I mean, the bit of work could also be really, really nice, just because I get to draw a whole bunch of cards. Let's see, I've got 9 lessons, and making all of my non-creatures cost less, I think is going to be pretty good. A couple of options here as well. We've got the Temple, the Riot, the Raider. I'm going to take the Giant Koi. Here I might actually take the bit of work, because I think it could do a little bit of work for me. I've got an Earthbending Lesson. A Tigadillo would actually be a pretty nice at 2, but I think because all we've really got, we've got Boomerang Basics, we've got Honest Work, and that's kind of it in terms of removal. So we're going to take the Boomy Bash just to give us something more to do there. Could take another Abandoned Attachments, but I think the Zuko's Exile might be something that I do look at realistically playing. Cycle of Renewal. Do I need a third Cycle of Renewal? Only in 3 colours. Getting a bunch of lands could be nice. Non-creature spells, 7 instant, 6 sorceries, 3 enchantments. Might take a Mai here, just another creature that can do a little bit. Definitely take a Quench here. Could take a Deserter's Disciple, which I will. Here we'll take a How to Start a Riot. Crystal Island Temple, I suppose. And another How to Start a Riot. And a Foggy Swamp Hunters. Okay, so we've got you've got a little bit of a mixed bag here. I think I'm going to be looking at getting rid of things like the Tiger Seal, the Pillar Launch, the Otter Penguin's going to be good, the Waterbending Scroll, the Deserter's Disciple, got the Katara, got an Earthbending Lesson, Emperor Productions. I still need to cut out a whole bunch of cards. The Boomy, I think the Boomy will be quite nice. Maybe it's the Serpent? Although I do have a lot of lessons. Got 12 lessons at current, so I can probably actually look to get rid of some of them. How wide am I going to be going? I don't think I'm going to be going super wide, so maybe the How to Start a Riot's not exactly what I'm looking for. Is Gran worth keeping? Because I do have a lot of non-creature spells. Could probably actually cut some land here. Maybe cut a mountain. I should probably cut 2, because I've got a 2 Cycle of Renewals and an Aang's Journey and a Giant Koi, which makes it a little bit nicer. Still going to be able to cast a really nice big Wan Chi Tong. Boomy Bash I think is going to be perfectly fine. Is it the, Emperor Island Productions actually copying a Ran and Shaw, copying a Boomy, a Serpent. They all work pretty well. Is it the Otter? Because what I'm thinking, maybe it's the Otter Penguin is one of them. And I could probably get rid of one of the Abandoned Attachments. Still leaves me with 10 lessons, which I think is certainly enough. And I've got plenty of card draw, because I've got the Gran, Boomerang Basics, Fortune Teller, Wan Chi Tong, Katara, Fevered Visions, Waterbending Lesson. Yeah, plenty of card draw, so I think that's totally fine. I want to keep all the removal, because I've got the Zuko's removal, the Boomy Bash's removal, the Boomerang Basics is removal, and that's sort of it, because nothing else really is removal anyway. So definitely wanting to keep as much of that as possible. Got the Basing Saves, got 4, 5 green sources. Yep, got 6, 7 blue sources. And the White Lotus Hideout I think is actually going to be kind of nice, because I do have so many lessons. Yeah, I'm feeling like this could be kind of quite a lot of fun. A little bit of team lessons again. I think it's potentially the strongest archetype in the draft, but that is just me sort of talking through things myself a little bit. I'm going to keep this. That was pretty nice. Gonna go White Lotus Hideout first. Yeah, because then I can sort of just do whatever I want. Red, black. Fugan archers. Means that my isn't the best play on 2. What are they going to bin? They're going to bin a beetle-headed merchant. Okay. I think I will actually play the Mai here instead of holding the Quench up. I think having the Quench and a Cycle of Renewal and an Origin of Metal Bending up next turn is going to be a better option. They could always use removal on the Mai, which would be this turn, which would be probably not a bad choice if we're being honest, because she does get pretty spooky once she gets double strike, and especially when Fire Nation Engineer. Okie doke. Island, pass the turn. Got a few different options. I'd love to sort of get through the turn. Heartless Axe. Oh! It's firing it straight out. That's kind of feels quite nice. Means that it makes it basically impossible for them to attack. Could have also quenched it, but I think getting my bigger... Oh! Can't block. Alrighty. That's pretty nasty. I think we just pass the turn because love to cycle, love to quench. Okay, card draw. Pass to attacks. We got a Cycle of Renewal. I think we do actually just have to block the archers here. What will we do? We'll sack the hideout, I think. Search for a blue and a green. I will offer the trade. Okay, cool. That's nice at least. Okay, I can make the Merchant of Many Hats a little bit bigger. Gran. And I guess bounce the merchant. Yeah, okay. If they want to, they can look to replay the merchant, but I think that will be okay. I have to attack first. I'm definitely not going to offer blocks. Okay, they bend onto the grand. Okay. Merchant. In a very tough spot here. Island does kind of help. Pass through the turn. Here, looking to probably Zuko's Exile. Okay, so I got no responses to that. So I'm only taking 2. They can still potentially grow something. Oh, Cruel Administrator. Nice. Passing Say. Boomy. Pickle 3. I'm going to scry. My island is going to be a land. Do I need another land? I don't really need a land draw here. So I'll go Meditation Pools on the bottom, Katara drawing into a mountain. If I can get rid of the Boomy, I'm sort of just doomed here, aren't I? Have to block the Administrator. Ran and Shore. Delightful. Let's just gotta make a copy of a Ran and Shore then. No attacks. Ira's Demonstration, and that's just gonna be game. Yep. But yeah, well and truly out aggroed there, which feels really rough. Maybe I keep mana up for something, but I really don't feel like there's an awful lot I could have done there. I mean, potentially. You know, looking back, you know, the fact that I had around and sure that I was searching for, which would have been double, and they managed to get theirs out with no hesitation, feels pretty bad. Ugh. So does that. It feels slightly less bad, I guess. Keep 6, put the fevered visions on the bottom, I guess. Desperately need to be drawing a land. I suppose this is what happens when you go to 15. Callous Inspector. Actually, another tap land is pretty perfect. Means that I can, you know, land Katara or land cycle. I'm probably wanting to Katara first. Judy, that's a pretty nice card. Ooh, actually, I think Iroh. The cycle and the waterbending lesson cheaper. I still can't block the Inspector, but I can sort of go honest work and then cycle of renewal, which I think feels pretty good. They're just going to kill the Iroh. Oh, honest work the Iroh. Well, it gives me more mana. Toils of War. They're not tapping out Judy. So, Forest. We've got honest work on the Judy. And we'll go Katara, because Katara is a reasonable blocker, and pass the turn. Got a good amount of card draw available. Glad that I'm able to just keep spawning out allies at their beck and call. Hammer. Alright, let's see what they hit. Land, and bit of work. Okay, that's a little bit unfortunate. They are fully tapping themselves down, which is kind of nice. Here, I think we're going to cycle of renewal. Sack a mountain. Go for a mountain and an island. Play my attack with Katara. Get to draw. Get her a counter on her. That is that's pretty nice that they managed to hit the bit of work. I thought that they might be going, you know, 3 lands, so just going 3 for 3, and I'm really on top here. But be good for them that I'm not yet. They're going to Earthbend and attack. I think I've just got to take all of it. I really don't want to block with my... Here we'll go waterbending lesson. Drawing, no. Decline and bin. Abandon attachments. No attacks. Quench up and available for their turn. Can block the Hammer. And maybe the Inspector. Have the Ran and Shaw next turn that I can begin to run out. I'm actually just going to double block here, see what they want to do. I'm going to draw a card. Cool. Humble Merchant stays alive. June, I am going to quench, just because I may as well. If they want to pay for it, means they are tapped out. My Ran and Shaw gets a little bit more free reign. It's nice. Ran and Shaw. Ran and Shaw. Making a copy. And Grand pass the turn. They both firebend, which is pretty nice. Can they draw another card to get the June on? Oh yeah, they create a clue. Still in a pretty and quite a spot of bother still. Thing is, I can have a massive Wan Chitong coming out next turn if I attack with both the Ran and Shores. Even if I don't, it will only be 1, 2, 3. Oh no, so it could be a 5-5. 5-5 versus 7-7. Pox Bearers, okay. Yeah, I'll take 2 unblockable damage here. Alright, so could just go Wan Chitong for 3, or maybe even just for 4. Get a little bit more mana up. Ooh, okay, islands. Go to combat. I will attack with both. And we'll go Wan Chitong 4. Just pay the firebending mana. If I draw the 2 cards, I do actually have some things I might be able to do with them. Yeah, let's let them take 8. Play this Forecasting Fortune Teller as another reasonable blocker. And pass the turn, hoping that I don't just die here. Very much the chance for me to die, but we shall see. Because I do have lethal on board for next turn, but it might just be that everything was just a turn late. Let's see, a Meteor Sword is delightful. It's going to kill the Wan Chitong. Yep. Can't equip it though, which is good. Yeah, they have to attack with everything. Do I survive? Can I survive? Go past blocks. Block a, let's see, merchants, Harmer, June, Pox Bearers. I'm taking 3. I'm going to go 4 blockers. And I'm going to give... thankfully have enough just to sneak by. And then I hope that that means they're good game. Okay, it was. I thought that they could, again, have something up their sleeve, but I feel like good game is more used as a concession more than anything most of the time. Very nice to see both the Ran and Shore and the Wan Chitong coming in handy. Scytheclaw Raptor's not too shabby of a wee card to get. And on to the next one. Quite a fun wee deck we've got going on here. It does have a couple of different things it can do. Fevered Visions. Okay, this might be the Fevered Visions in this game. I'm not sure if it's a sensible card to actually be like seriously playing, but I like the idea of it. Very much am a fan of the idea of it. Raucous Audience, White Lotus Hideout, Aang's Journey for a Mountain. It's like there's no real point in honest working the Raucous Audience because really all that's going to do is just, you know, maybe make it sort of 1 less. Ooh. Honest work. Honest working the Zuko though. Yeah, feel like that's pretty reasonable. And we'll pass the turn. Means I'm one turn later on the Fevered Visions, but don't think that's going to be the worst thing in the world. Might not even run it out. Might just go Iroh and then have an Origin of Metal Bending open for protection's sake. Wall top sentries? Yeah, I think it's feeling like not a bad idea. Do have access to, fair old wee bit of mana. And a Tiger-Dillo. Well, at least it's not able to do anything at the moment. But the Rooker's Audience, that means does tap for 2. That's going to attack for 2 instead, and we go back down to evens. So we'll go Forest, Uncle Iroh, and keep the Origin of Metal Bending up to be able to act as a nice wee block next turn. Hopefully they do get in for some attacks. Love it if they get in with the Tiger-Dillo. That would kind of be a nice trade to make. Although the Wartop Sentries as well would be certainly not bad to get rid of. Let's see what they're going to do. Raucous Audience. Is that it? Okay, I'm actually just going to go no blocks on the Raucous Audience. I think that's fine. Bender's Water Skin. I think that's also fine. Gonna go Mountain. Fevered Visions. Pass the turn. Oh, a Quench. That's kind of nice as well, because I've got my, especially if they look for, you know, something like a ginormous something or other. Oh, maybe the Quench isn't going to be so useful, but that's fine. I think it's going to attack the Raucous Audience again. Here, I think I probably do just block. And I'll try to Origin of Metal Bending, I guess. And nothing, okay. They were calling my bluff. Alright, I can't quench anything now, but they've got so much mana at their disposal. I'd be surprised if they could at any point. Here, I think I'm just going to play the My Jaded Edge. And pass the turn. Draw another card. Very basic, kind of nice to see. Much better to see that, I think, first and then the Earthbending lesson afterwards. But at least the basics can sort of bounce something if I need to. What have they got going on? Wartop Sentries. I'll take 2. I think that's fine. Makes it much easier to block next turn. And they'll be able to counter it, but at least they'll be fully tapped out. Yep. Very nice. Gorgeous part is, I'm just going to Zuko's exile it straight away. And I've still got advantage here. An island, can Ran and Shore next turn with a Boomerang Basics backup. And Ember Island production at the next turn as well. Just another Rock's Audience, that's totally fine by me. A Wrestler's totally fine by me. Yep. Yeah, there's going to be drawing some more cards, but I think that's totally fine. Ran and Shore. And I'm actually just going to bounce the Wrestlers to hand. Just means that they don't really have much they can do next turn. Not going to be able to attack with it. They've got a 2-1. Draw a card here. That's fine. draw a bit of work. Now that's really not a bad draw if we're being perfectly honest. Now play it, draw an extra card next turn. Got all the card advantage in the world. I mean, they're drawing a whole bunch of cards as well, but I'm certainly making more use of it at the moment. It's replaying the Wrestlers. That's a good sign. And a Disciple. And a Rumble Arena. They'll draw. They won't take damage. That's okay. The Forest. Grand. Bit of work. Earthbending Lesson. Attack with all of them. Draw a card. Go to blocks. And Earthbend an additional 4 onto the meditation pool, so I kill everything in theirs. I've only got a 3/4. I draw another card. I can do a whole bunch of things for really cheap, and I think that should likely just be the game, I would imagine. Don't they have a second Rise of Sozin? Good game indeed. Very nice. You know, not often when you fire off a Rise of Sozin and it doesn't actually bring you as good a fortune as you would like it to, but yeah, certainly cannot complain that that is the outcome today. We'll go into game number 4, moving up to 2-1. And here's the Mighty Molar. Ashiok and Fervent. Opponent going first. I think this is definitely okay enough. Can, especially with them taking a mulligan. I mean, it's not fantastic because the chance of Grand being able to attack into them is much slimmer. But drawing that third land makes it easier as well because I can cycle of renewal instead should I need to. Oh, okay, cool. That is honestly not the worst thing that could have happened. No, it's not nice to lose your Grand super early into the game, but could certainly have hurt more. Pass the turn. Obviously can't play Uncle Iroh quite yet, but we'll be able to next turn after the cycle of renewal. Are they going to play anything? Nope. Cycle of renewal. What are we going to do? Get rid of an island for an island and a mountain. I feel like that's reasonable. Boomy Bash. Waterbending Lesson. Let's Uncle Iroh here, because I don't want to kill the Iroh. Oh, no. Okay, that's going to attack here. Fire Nation Raider, make themselves a clue. Okay. Couple of different things I could look at doing here. I'm going to cast the Waterbending Lesson. And decline to pay. What am I going to bin? Probably the Earthbending Lesson here if we're being totally honest. And then grab a May out into play and then go no attacks. Serpent of the Pass is flashable now. Fire Nation Engineer, okay, just going to attack with the Glider Kids and they'll put maybe a counter on the Fire Nation Raider. They will. Okay. I think I am going to have to go Boomy Bash onto the Fire Nation Raider because he is getting pretty big and ginormous. And No attacks. Let's see. I mean, I'll quench just so you have to spend all of your mana. Means that Mai's going to be able to block the Fire Nation Engineer handily. And it means that I can flash in the Serpent for 2, which I think is a pretty big deal. Mountain. Can't play any of these cards while still being able to play out the Serpent, so I'm not going to pass through the turn. Really do want to surprise them by having the Angst Journey. I think that's fine. Because I can trade with the Sun Warriors, I think that's honestly okay. Earth Kingdom Jailer. Yeah, what are they going to get rid of? Iroh? Yeah. I think that's fine. Hopefully this sticks. I would love to just block the Serpent into the Sun Warriors without any hassles. Honestly, I think that's a pretty reasonable trade. The Earth Kingdom, I'm going to copy their Earth Kingdom Jailers to get rid of their Earth Kingdom Jailers with my production. Right, so Airship Engine Room, we've got Ember Island Production. Gonna make an Earth Kingdom Jailer. Actually, I should maybe get rid of the Glider Kids. Or even the Engineer. Gonna be the Glider Kids. Attack with the Serpent. 6 damage is a nice wee clock to have on hand. Can block the Fire Nation Engineer with May. We're gonna gather a White Lotus. That's definitely not the worst thing that could have happened. Not the best thing that could have happened either, but certainly not the worst. Do I take 3? Nope. They're not going to attack. That's probably a pretty reasonable call. We're going to go Fever Visions. We are going to get in for some attacks with my... I don't think there's any harm in playing the Fortune Teller this turn now either. Attack with both my and the Serpent of the Past? No, just no attacks. Just going to move through the turn. I'm going to get a card draw and another card draw off the Clue token. Let's see if they attack. They do not. They're going to draw a card as well. I got 23, I've got 18. Clue token into another land. Into another land. Okie dokie. I think here. Here I will attack with the Serpent. What have they got? Airbender's Reversal. Okay. That's quite sad. We'll pass to the end of the turn. 4 lands in a row on the draw, but at least one of them is Basing Say. Fantastic. And I will sack the Airship Engine Room here for another extra card draw. Wonderful. Another land, Basing Say. Guess we Aang's Journey to gain at least a little bit of life. Grab a forest. And let's see, I only have 2 mana. Okay, go to attacks. Attack with my... Oh yeah, they'll just chump, but at least getting rid of some of their blockers I think is pretty reasonable. Be drawing yet another card. What are they going to do here? Fire Nation Antics. Ooh, that's quite nice. Bit of work. Good card to play next turn. Soccer, that's a good card. Okay, let's go. Island. Passing Say onto the White Lotus hideout. Katara. Bit of work. No attacks, because they are threatening quite a bit of damage. Ooh, Boomy's really nice. Boomy's really nice, I think. Hiroshi Battle Fan. I think that's fine. Got 9 cards in the library. I do have to be pretty careful here. I need to start getting on the aggressive a bit here. Ooh, Forest. Forest was going to pass the turn, so look at the Wanshi Tong. You can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe? Do I want to? They're going to flash that back, yep. Draw a Ran and Shore. Okay. Nation Cadets, yep. Pass to attacks. Let's see if I go 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can go Wanshi Tong on 9. I'll draw 4 cards. We'll be drawing a whole lot of cards. Yeah, I think we just gotta go absolutely all out for the Wanshi Tong. Let's see. Mountain. Yeah, I'll have to discard. I've got 2 cards in hand. Ran and Shore. Origin of Metal Bending. No, hang on. Well, Earthbend 4. Origin of Metal Bending, destroying the Fevered Vision. Draw 1 next turn and then 1 next turn. Pass through the rest of the turn because I really just have to not draw myself out. Okay, so yeah, they are attacking with everything because they kind of have to. We'll resolve all of those. Past blocks, White Lotus, hideouts. My Katara, Fortune Teller, guess Ran and Shore, Wanshi Tong, Fire Nation Cadets. I take 1, 2, 3, 4. They got a Blasphemous Act or something? Cunning Maneuver, okay. So I'm taking 7. Twin Blades, nice. And that's going to be game. Wow. Goodness gracious. Now that was something. Don't think I survive. Maybe just that a little bit too much card draw then. What else could I have done? Maybe not actually play the Earthbender. Which means I don't have to kill one of my enchantments, which means I get to destroy the thingy. Yeah, I think that's probably my out. Not Wanchi-tonging for as much, knowing that I have the Ran and Shore on hand. Give me an extra couple of turns so I don't have to... Yeah, I mean, definitely a couple of things that I could have done quite a bit better there to start off. Cool, I guess we'll be keeping this one, and I really don't want to get rid of Ran and Shore, but I think I just kind of have to, don't I? At least I can go bending for another land if I need it, but I don't. We'll go my... Wowee. Merchant of Many Hats. Mountain... Attack. Cool. Pass the turn. Foggy Swamp Spirit Keeper. Very nice. What I'll do is I will actually cycle here, grab another land. Maybe I should have kept that up first hand, but feels like it wasn't quite the way of going about things that we would have wanted. We'll give her a double strike and attacking for 4, so at least be on basically even terms here. Where did they take that extra damage from? Oh, from my attack blast. Oh, no. Mountain Uncle Iroh feels like not a bad card to grab. It means that hopefully if I do draw a lesson, I'll be able to do something with that Tundra tank, making something indestructible. Attack with Cat Owl, untap Cat Owl. Is that the go? Yep. Okay. What have they got? 2/3 mana at their disposal. It's a message for... Okay, so they're going really ham on all these flyers, which is not something that I like to see. Kind of do like seeing the cycle of renewal, though. What we'll do is we'll attack with my... Probably just going to block with the Merchant of Many Hats here. Yeah. Yeah, got a damage. Pass the turn. No point in doing it now. Boomy. What does Boomy do? Move back. Oh, another flyer. Need to draw a Wanchi-tong or Ran and Shore or something. It's pretty spooky. With both of these, re-untap the Cat Owl, crack the Clue. I take 6. I die next turn at this rate. I mean, not quite, unless they get another source of an extra card draw, but... Yeah. Cycle Renewal. Sack a mountain, grab... Forest and an island, I guess. Forest island. I can play the Boomy. Draw cards. Aang's Journey. At least I gain 2 life here, which does keep me alive at least a little bit longer. Find a mountain. Get to play the mountain. Which means Boomy will be able to pick 2 things. I think I really do have to just go, yeah. Go scry and put counters. I'll scry. 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Oh, there's the Wan Chi Tong. Not that it helps. I mean, I guess I attack with mine. What difference is it going to make? I'm going to be able to block the Tundra Tank. If they've got card draw in hand, then that's sort of, they're sort of saying good game regardless. Cool. Be a nice trade. Yeah, so I mean, they must know that they can draw a second card this turn. Oh, Wan Chi Tong being right there is a bit of a punch in the gut, and having to mulligan down to 5. Definitely don't think keeping any of the first couple of hands was going to be worth it. Sold out. And where's your card draw? Or have they got removal? Getting precision. Ah, okay. So I don't die. Don't think I live though. What's on top? Embryonic productions and it'll quench, yeah. Well, if I go for 1, if I go for 2, I'll draw a card. If I go for 4, it doesn't really matter, I don't think. Right, we'll just pass the turn. Just gonna attack with everything. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess. I hope that I draw something. But it's not looking likely. Oh, I know exactly what 2 cards I'm drawing here as well, so that's doesn't help, and I take 3. Well, this is going to be a good game. Because no blocks are going to make any difference. Yeah, mulling down to 5 and managing to stabilise myself for that long was pretty good, but unfortunately not able to make the most of it. So that's a pretty disappointing finale, if we're being honest. And again, had a couple of really great games, and then some more which were just, yeah, really not in anyone's favour. Well, may as well open a few packs just as a nice little see ya. Let's see, nothing new, but a Mythic Wildcard of Realm of Co is pretty good. Bunch of other stuff, and there we have it. Thank you for watching. Again, yeah, could have been a little bit nicer, could have been a little bit better, but we'll take what we take, and I will catch you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.